And we only use used oak. We only use cask ones that have been used before. We don't use any new cask in Scotland. So what we do is, because we understand this process and we understand the importance of it, we've actually commissioned a cooperage in the United States that make these casks for us. Bluegrass cooperage in the Ozark Mountains in Missouri. They get these American oak trees, cut them down, fell them, make them into barrels, which is what they're called in America, 180 liters big. We char them on the inside, and we send them to bourbon or American whiskey distillers. And they use them for 4 years. They have to use a brand new oak cask every single time. So we have them use it for 4 years. Then they take that bourbon out, sell it to people that drink Coca-Cola, and then we take that cask and we send it back to Scotland, and then it's ready for us to use. Always American oak, first and second fill first. And we get different flavors from our first and second fill cask. First fill, lots of vanilla, lots of citrus notes, very zesty, sort of lively flavor, a little bit of sweetness. Second fill cask, very gentle, subtle, floral notes, soft, fruity flavors. And when you get to taste the Glenmorangie, you'll pick up the taste difference with and without water, and you'll pick up the difference between the first and the second fill cask. Because when it comes to bottling a batch of Glenmorangie Original, what we'll do is we'll take a selection of first fill, selection of second fill, and we do a vatting, or a marrying, what we call it. Alright, and that gives us consistency in the whiskey, and gives us complexity. Alright, so as I said, we don't want to create a very heavy whiskey. We order in our malted barley from Simpson's at the moment, at a very low phenol content. Some of you might know smoky whiskey. Like Art Bag is a very, very peaty, very smoky whiskey. We don't want that at Glenmorangie. So when we order in our malt, we can specify how smoky we want that malt to be, and that will in return give us a smoky or non-smoky new mix. Right. I can see you just want to taste that first glass. I tell you what, after the first glass, I guarantee you'll ask questions. So let's taste the first glass. Glenmorangie Original is the glass on your left-hand side. Yeah? Yes, on your left-hand side. So what I want you to do is, I'm not going to overcomplicate this process, but it is important to me that you understand the importance of our sense of smell. I have the greatest bar trick known to man, and I'm about to share it with you. And you can make a lot of money off it. I'll take 15%. You know that you can't taste the difference between Coca-Cola and lemonade. You can be sober, you can't taste the difference between Coke and lemonade. How do we identify the difference? By smelling it. Anything. Exactly. You're a little boy, your mom gives you medicine that you don't like. What is the first thing you do? You close your nose. I guarantee you've had a shot of tequila where you close your nose, right? Check, every time. You can't taste anything. When you're really sick, when you've got a flu, a serious flu, it's great. You lose a lot of weight because you don't want to eat. Food has got no meaning whatsoever because you can't taste anything. So we use our sense of smell a lot more than we think we do. I didn't have to tell anyone around this table to smell the whiskey. Every single person, as they picked up the glass, knows it. Alright, so what I want you to do is nose it. Smell this whiskey. Start a little further back and then work your way closer. And what you should pick up, and this is really personal, so I'm not one of those guys that are going to tell you what you need to pick up and what is in that glass and what's not. I'll tell you what I pick up and you tell me